Hey YouTube, Jethro here. So it's the 9th of April. See my short stand of the elephant garlic. It's come out of its winter hibernation and it's starting to perk up real good. And my other garlic on the end down there, I did put in quite a few onions. Just barely poked them in the ground. As you can see, you can still see most of the white on some of them, but the majority of them seems like they've already taken root, and I'm not going to be bound on the bulbs, so that's cool. Those are onions left over winter. We ate some of the greens off of them. They still got a bulb on the bottom of them. I'm going to be picking them pretty quick, using them whatever I can. So got radishes coming up. See if you can see the row of them right there. Just beyond that, which I have double rows of it, then halfway down I've got spinach. That's gonna be too fuzzy. Anyhow, it's kind of right over from where it's tilled at. I've got spinach, and then I've got lettuce on the far end. You can see it a little bit better. 2 rows of it. So right now I just finished working up the garden. We're fixing to get some rain. Put a little bit of the goat manure and chicken litter on there. Put it in. Right here I have 2 rows of potatoes. Marker pole 1 and 2, and that one's falling over, but another row coming down to this pole here. I'm fixing to put in at least 1 more row, maybe 2 rows of potatoes. Normally I hadn't really messed with canning in the past, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and can some potatoes this year. Really nice when you're making veggie soup, or even if you want to just drain them off, heat them up and put a little bit of butter, salt and pepper to them, or heck, you can cut them up and fry them. I mean, it's just the same as getting a potato out of the bag, but a lot less time to cook them. So anyhow, we got the garden looking good here. Haven't tilled the one out back for a second time. I tilled it the first time, trying to wait for any kind of grass to come up before I till it again. That is going to be a corn and squash patch out there this year, I decided. I don't think I'm going to plant my bottom garden. I'm giving it a year rest. I did get some wood chips delivered, and I'm supposed to have a lot more coming from the tree trimmers around here. And we'll just see how they do. You got to kind of be careful with it, because man, sometimes they go in there and they spray and kill, and then they come back and chip, and I'm not sure what the life on their spray and stuff is. So I'm just going to use this in my bottom garden to mulch it really deep this year, and kind of start working on the back to Eden garden and just see how it does down there. If it runs something down there, I've not lost a lot. I can throw dirt over the top of it and put it back to grass. But anyhow, that's just kind of a quick little update. We're supposed to have some funky weather moving in tonight, and you can see the clouds. We've got a little clearing up in this area. A little sunnage right over there, wherever it's at, behind the clouds, but it's been getting darker and darker. Anyhow, I'm gonna get busy. We'll catch y'all later. Something else I was gonna show before I get done with this. So I done me a little furrow down through here, and you know, I don't plant my potatoes real deep to start off with. You just keep on hilling them up. But what I forgot to mention was, of course, I got all that wonderful goat poop. So they've been breaking down straw and manure and everything else, and I will spread me a nice little bed of it down through where I'm putting my potatoes in at, and we'll just see how they turn out. That row I did not do it. That row I did not do it. I know I'm going to put this row in, maybe 1 more, and we'll compare putting manure in the bottom as opposed to no manure in the bottom. That did have manure throughout the winter, and it has been tilled in. But this is kind of like an extra shot of go-go juice, so we'll just check it out. Okay, and here's a little final of it. Potatoes are in. I've got the manure spread all the way down through there. It's got a little straw mixed in with it. Great. Keep the ground loose. Just an added note, last year I had my sweet potatoes right through this area, and I mulched them real heavy with straw. Well, when I dug the sweet potatoes out and I tilled that straw in, it still hadn't totally broke down. But by this time, it's broke down, and I can tell a lift in the soil. I can tell a looseness in it. So this year it will be heavily mulched with straw in. Maybe some wood chips, but definitely a lot of straw. So we're going to bury those and catch y'all later.